Just zinging through here. Very, very delicate touch. Let that paint break. Let it break. That's nice. There we go. Wherever you think it should be. But angles are very important. Very, very important here. Don't just hit it at random. There. Now then, we'll take a clean, very dry 2-inch brush, and we can tap this. Follow the angles. Follow those angles. There we are. And then very lightly blend it upward. That brings everything together, takes out all the little tap marks. And that quickly, we have a beautiful little mountain sitting right out here. Okay. I beat the brush like that because there's a little paint that is collected, and that way you can take that paint off without going through the whole cleaning procedure. Let's take, let's see, today we'll use some Prussian blue, some black, a little brown, a little bit of sap green, maybe even a little alizarin crimson. What the heck, whatever makes you happy. Dark colors. We're looking for very dark colors. There we are. Now then, a little bit of this pile I'm going to take out and add to that just a small amount of yellow. I want it to be a little bit lighter. There. Little yellow ochre. There we go. Maybe even a little white in there. There, that's nice. It's a little lighter than this pile over here. We have 2 piles. One's a little lighter. Let me get a fan brush. Okay. Now I'm going to load the fan brush full of color. Full of color. Let's go right up in here. Now back in here. Back in here. We're just going to have all kinds of little evergreen trees that live far back in the distance. There. Okay. See there? I'm just tapping downward. That's all we're doing here. And we just let that go wherever. We don't know where it goes. Wherever you want it to go. There's one way up in there. Now, see, some of these things, like right in here, we painted that on with black gesso, but I don't want to cover those. I want them to stay because it'll look like misty, soft things that are far, far away. See them all up here? Those can be so beautiful in a painting. Try not to kill all of them. Looks like little background trees that are far away. Now, here and there, maybe there's a tree that you can make out a little more detail. Just a few. Here and there. They're a little bigger, a little stronger. Okay. And we don't know where they go. They just go up here into the mist somewhere. Now, then we'll take an old 2-inch brush. I want to create some mist at the base of these. I got the least little touch of white on there. Just a small amount. It's easy to overdo, especially on this black here, because it'll just jump right out at you. I just want to create a little mist at the base. And that's all we need. That's all we need. At this point, it doesn't look like a great deal in here. But when we come back and begin laying in other things, that'll jump out at you. Okay? Super. Let's go in here, take a little touch of yellow. Be right back. Get a little of the sap green. Just tap it right into the bristles. And tap. That loads the bristles. Okay, let's go up here. You have to start making some big decisions. Where does our land live? I think, let's come right here. See, I think it lives right here. I've left a little bit of that mist in there. Now then, just begin making these big decisions again. Where does it go? All we're doing here is just tapping. See there? It looks like soft little grassy areas. Just soft little grassy areas. And this is just a mixture of, we'll use some sap green, cad yellow, a little yellow ochre, Indian yellow, maybe even a little touch of the bright red here and there. Just whatever makes you happy. Sort of look at it and make big decisions. Tell you what, I want a little water in there. Want a little water in there. I like water. you've painted with me before, you know I like that water. Now, all I've taken is a little titanium white on the 2-inch brush. Touch and pull down. The color is on the canvas, and immediately beautiful, beautiful reflections will happen. That's simple. That's one of the most fantastic things that happens when you use this black gesso. Love that. Now, it's very easy for it to get too bright on you, so be careful. And it gets, when you do this, it's so much fun, and you get carried away, and pretty soon, whew, you let it go. As I've mentioned in some of the other shows, it's fun if you're doing paintings where friends or relatives or anybody's watching, to put the color in this black part and don't tell them there's color there. And then you take a little bit of white and touch it, and they think you're doing something that's magic, because all these beautiful colors will just jump out at you. There we go. I'm just going to tap a few more of the little grassy areas in here. Shoot, who knows? Maybe on the other side over here. Maybe there's another one. Yep, you're right. He lives right there. Wherever you want him. There we go. And you can put as many or as few little things in here as you want. Now, we'll put a reflection into that one too. All you do, little white, pull down. Even though this is going at an angle this way, these strokes need to come straight down, or they just won't look right. There, and very lightly come across. This stroke also needs to be horizontal, straight across, or it won't look right either. Okay, let's have some fun here. Let's take a little touch of the liquid white and put out here. I'm going to put a little touch of yellow ochre with it, maybe a little touch of dark sienna. Okay. Let me wipe off my knife. Let's take, I'm going to use the old filbert brush. Go into a little brown. Then I'm going to go down here and just pull one side of it through that mixture. It's thin paint. See? It's dark on one side, light on the other. Okay. Maybe, and there's a little stone. Just want to show you a nice way of making a happy little stone. See, he lives right there. And that easy. You can paint both sides of the stone at one time. And we'll come down here, put a little grass right around his foots, and we're in business. Okay, back to my fan brush. Now we're going back to that original pile of dark color that we made. We want this to be dark now. Back to the very dark colors. Maybe there lives a tree right here. Notice I'm not going in here. Come right up here. See here, the ones with the black gesso back there? I want to leave those. I want to leave them because they're going to look like trees that are far back in the distance. I think that's very nice, and I want to save that area. And all we're going to do here is just quickly drop in some little evergreen shapes. Maybe they live right there. We'll give them a friend. You know me. I think everybody needs a friend. They're the most important commodity in the world. There. When all else leaves you, your friends are still there, if they're true friends. Okay, we'll have another one then. Got so many friends here, this fella's never going to be alone. There we go. Let's go on the other side. Shoot, it needs some friends over there too. Maybe over here we have a big old tree that lives. Ping, right there. Wherever you want him. That's where he should live. And look around in your painting. Maybe if I put half a dozen trees in here, maybe you only want 2. Or maybe you want 2 dozen. It's up to you. It's up to you.